What is rocks and it is formed? In geology, rock, or stone, is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matter. It is categorized by the minerals included, its chemical composition, and the way in which it is formed. Rocks form the Earth's outer solid layer, the crust, and most of its interior, except for the liquid outer core and pockets of magma in the asthenosphere. The study of rocks involves multiple subdisciplines of geology, including petrology and mineralogy. It may be limited to rocks found on Earth, or it may include planetary geology that studies the rocks of other celestial objects. Rocks are usually grouped into three main groups: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are formed when magma cools in the Earth's crust, or lava cools on the ground surface or the seabed. Sedimentary rocks are formed by diagenesis and lithification of sediments, which in turn are formed by the weathering, transport, and deposition of existing rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed when existing rocks are subjected to such high pressures and temperatures that they are transformed without significant melting. Humanity has made use of rocks since the earliest humans. This early period, called the Stone Age, saw the development of many stone tools. Stone was then used as a major component in the construction of buildings and early infrastructure. Mining developed to extract rocks from the earth and obtain the minerals within them, including metals. Modern technology has allowed the development of new man-made rocks and rock-like substances, such as concrete. The 6 rock cycle steps: 1. Weathering and erosion. Igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks on the surface of the earth are constantly being broken down by wind and water. Wind carrying sand wears particles off the rock like sandpaper. Rushing river water, crashing surf, and precipitation all rub off the rough edges of rocks, leaving smooth rocks or pebbles behind. Water seeps into the cracks in mountain rocks, then freezes, causing the rocks to break open. When the particles are broken off a rock and stay in the same area, it is called weathering. When the particles are carried somewhere else, it is called erosion. 2. Transportation. Eroded rock particles are carried away by wind or by rain, streams, rivers, and oceans. 3. Deposition. As rivers get deeper or flow into the ocean, their current slows down, and the rock particles, mixed with soil, sink and become a layer of sediment. Often the sediment builds up faster than it can be washed away, creating little islands and forcing the river to break up into many channels in a delta. 4. Compaction and cementation. As the layers of sediment stack up, above water or below, the weight and pressure compacts the bottom layers. Try making a stack of catalogs and watch how the bottom one gets squished as you add more on top. This is the same idea as the compaction of layers of sediment. Dissolved minerals fill in the small gaps between particles and then solidify, acting as cement. After years of compaction and cementation, the sediment turns into sedimentary rock. 5. Metamorphism. Over very long periods of geologic time, sedimentary or igneous rocks end up buried deep underground, usually because of the movement of plate tectonics. While underground, these rocks are exposed to high heat and pressure, which changes them into metamorphic rock. This tends to happen where tectonic plates come together. The pressure of the plates squish the rock that is heated from hot magma below. Tectonic plates are large sections of the Earth's crust that move separately from each other. Their movement often results in earthquakes. 6. Rock melting. Can you imagine rock-hard rocks melting? That's what they do in the depths of the Earth. Metamorphic rocks underground melt to become magma. When a volcano erupts, magma flows out of it. When magma is on the Earth's surface, it is called lava. As the lava cools, it hardens and becomes igneous rock. As soon as the new igneous rock is formed, the processes of weathering and erosion begin, starting the whole cycle over again. See if you can find sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic rocks where you live. As you study them, think about how they have undergone many slow changes to become what they are. Draw a picture of the rocks you find and then draw a diagram of the rock cycle steps.